Welcome to the Chicago Pen Show. We're playing Fountain Pen 20 Questions Revisited with...
Hi, I'm Mario Campa. I own Toys from the Attic. I'm one of the sponsors of this event, and I also host the whiskey tasting that occurs on Saturday night.
All right, let's get into the questions.
Let's do it.
When I say fountain pen, what pen do you think of?
Omas.
What's your current daily driver?
I have a Machier pen that was a gift from a dealer that is just exquisitely done, and at the moment, that's what I have inked.
What's your daily driver inked with?
Irushizuku, Tsukiyo.
Okay. What's your
I
favorite
love the
ink?
color. What's that?
What's your favorite ink?
The blue-green of that is extremely appealing to me. I have to say that has been historically my favorite ink.
What's your favorite brand of either pens or ink?
You know, that's going to change every time you ask me.
I know.
I've been really loving my stipulas lately. I've got a few of the Etrurias that came in various colors, and the amber Etruria, I think, is the nicest celluloid material ever made.
Yeah.
It's a personal favorite, so I've been really loving on those lately, so I'm going to say that.
Vintage or modern?
Modern.
Do you buy maker pens? If so, who's your favorite maker?
Ryan Krusek.
What's your favorite pen in your entire collection?
Just sneaky questions.
They are hard this year.
My favorite pen. Oh my God. How could you?
I'm sorry.
All right. I'm going to say that one of my favorites is a pen I don't write with. It's a collectible.
Okay.
It's an Oscarson Celestial. I have a strong affection for that motif.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you remember last year, I showed you the Celestial that I designed.
Yeah.
That DeWalker had done on a Danny Trio. So I've always loved that motif my whole life. And even though I don't use the pen, I think it's really well executed.
Do you swatch all your inks?
I do not, but I have a pretty good feel for all the colors.
Do any pens always get the same ink, or do you always switch it up?
All my pens always get the same ink. This ink goes in this pen, and that really has not varied.
What's a pen you wish you could see in person?
You know, I told you last year, I've been at this for more years than I'm going to admit. I think I've seen almost all of them. Montegrappa did a pen very recently that I have not seen. And I'm embarrassed to tell you that I can't remember the name of it. But I saw a photo and had heard some chatter about a year ago.
Okay.
And I've not seen the actual pen yet. I just can't remember the model name, but at the moment, that's a pen I would like to get my eyes on.
Montegrappa has done some cool stuff recently.
Agreed.
What's a pen you think everyone should try at least once?
An Omas 360.
Yeah.
It is incredibly unique. A lot of people don't pick it up because it looks so weird.
Yeah.
Once you have it in your hand, though, it's a use and love or impossible to use.
Yes. What's your current grail?
Same answer as last year. The 360 in Venice Blue, I still don't have. One of these days.
One of these days. What filling mechanism do you think is the most interesting, regardless if you got...
Power filler.
Yeah.
I don't think that will ever change.
To be fair, you were the first person to ever show me a power filler in person, and I have fallen in love with them since then. I don't own one yet, but oh my God, I love them.
And if you have one that's a partial demonstrator and you can see it working, not just the little ink window, but see the whole pen working.
My grail from Visconti currently is a partial demonstrator one. One day.
I can show you one.
Yeah, you'll have to show Mom. Mom's never seen one.
Oh, absolutely. Be a pleasure.
What nib size do you prefer to write with?
I like fine stubs. I don't know anybody else.
I agree. I love a mini stub.
This is why we get along so well.
Yes. Have you tried Kirk's new mini stub that he did with
No.
Esterbrook? Esterbrook has a Kirkspear mini stub that you can buy stock on their pens.
I didn't know this.
It's great.
So I will have to go check it out. I like Kirk's work.
I can sell you an Esterbrook today if you want.
It's supposed to work the other way around. I'm supposed to be selling you pens.
I'm working a booth. I can sell you pens this year. Is there a custom grind you love or would love to try?
I can't think of one that I have not tried.
Okay.
I mean, if there's one out there, I'd like to try it.
Fair enough.
But I think I've tried architects and stubs in all various sizes and italics and music nibs. I can't think of one.
What ink did you buy most recently?
Slightly unfair answer. I just bought a collection of ink from someone who inherited an entire collection of pens and ink. And in the Baltimore show at the beginning of March, I bought an entire tub of ink, and a lot of the ink was like 10 and 20 years old, which was really cool. So I can't say a particular ink. I got a whole tub of it.
Fair enough. What was your most recent pen purchase?
For me or for my booth? Because the four behind you I just bought like 15 minutes ago.
They count. If for whatever reason you lost your entire pen collection, what would be your first repurchase?
My buddy Detlef Bittner
Yep.
did an Omos 360 in yellow with gold hardware.
Okay.
And the reason he did it was because the Omos release had HT hardware.
Yes.
And one of the reasons we first hit it off is because we had a conversation about how we did not like the yellow with the HT hardware. And he did a yellow with the gold hardware, and I own one of that. And I think that might be the first one because I know who to call to get it.
Fair enough. What do you think the next big trend in fountain pens is?
Pens themselves or just in the hobby?
In the pen world.
I have seen an expansion amongst younger users and an affection for better paper. I think there is a trend to go back to letter writing, so stationery is popular, and I think we are witnessing a transition from a hobby to something that is more practical and usable on a regular basis. So I think the return to the idea of using a pen to actually write a letter or take notes is what I'm seeing and enjoying a great deal.
Well, thanks for playing 20 Questions Revisited.
My great pleasure. Thank you for having me back.
You're welcome.